Well, all right, Guy.
Here we go. Welcome, everyone. We are excited. My name is Guy Toole. I am one of the co founders over here at LFI. And when I say excited, we have released products multiple times over the years. But truly, I feel this is the most exciting release of a product that we've had. Just knowing that this product can be so empowering to anyone. Um, this excitement has been long coming. First, I want to really thank our whole team involved, our development team, our product managers, our sales and marketing, customer support, our wives, husbands, families, just for their dedication, their support of us, and knowing that something so amazing is here, and that today we get the opportunity to release this. Um, I'll pass it over to you, ER. Sort of just go through our agenda and explore the opportunities and really start thinking about how one QR can be so powerful in all of our businesses.
Yeah, thank you, Guy. And again, my name is ER Wolf. I'm one of the other co-founders here at LFI. And as Guy mentioned, we're so excited to have you joining us for this event today. So over the next 30 minutes or so, we're going to be covering all things one QR, and we're excited to have you join us. But if you're new to LFI, I want to give you a brief overview of our company. So we've been around for over a decade. In fact, Guy, I can't believe it's going on 16 years now, developing different types of technology solutions to support the everyday business owner. These are things that help people connect and share information with their audience, including things like content generation and content creation, whether that's been our digital business cards or landing pages, and content distribution, things like proximity marketing or even NFC technology to support the way you connect and distribute that information. And it really boils down to the way you get your message in front of your audience, and how LFI works together with you to provide solutions that can elevate your business and really simplify your life. And one QR, Guy, is no exception to that. So as we go through today's launch event, we're going to cover a lot of material about the technology, how to use the technology, how to get started in creating your first QR code if you've never done it before. We're also going to open this up at the end for some question and answer. And then we're going to be giving away some prizes for our attendees today, just to thank you for joining us. I know there'll be a prize for best question during that question and answer session, and even a grand prize for one of our lucky attendees today. So Guy, without further ado, why don't I pass it back over to you, and you can tell us about one QR.
Awesome. We've all seen them, right? We all know what they are. We understand how powerful they are. QR codes are here and they're here to stay. It's a very simple technology, but they're so extremely powerful, and you can design them, you can personalize them. No longer do they have to be black and white. No longer do you have to download a specific QR code reader. There's a reason why big companies, Apple, Android, have invested billions of dollars to make it so their operating system, so their cameras can scan a QR code. We've got to look at convenience. How can we get our marketing, our information, our products, services out there so people can conveniently scan and consume the information that we are wanting them to move forward with? So here we are, one QR. It's your complete QR code provider. We're talking about fully dynamic QR codes, meaning you can edit them, you can change them at any time, and they'll always work. Never have to worry about reprinting. Personalization, right? I want to have my own color. I want to have my own look and feel, my own logos that matches me. So when looking at our marketing guidelines and our branding, we don't have to have those black and white ones anymore. Analytics and tracking, something very powerful to understand that I want to be able to measure what gets managed, right? so I can move forward in my business and make educated decisions on how to present the information that people are scanning in front of them, and where can I put these QR codes? Virtually anywhere. So with that, we're going to discuss our platform. We're going to give a quick little demo here, but to know that one QR, everyone deserves a QR. So our platform allows for a free QR. Anyone, everyone that you could think of can be utilizing one QR for free, get a fully dynamic QR code, and be able to do every element within our application, get all the features, all the benefits of using our platform for free. We also have 2 additional platforms or subscriptions available. We have our Pro, which you will be able to purchase at $10 a month and be able to generate 50 QR codes. Again, fully editable, fully managed, and then unlimited, which is unprecedented to say that we are allowing people to have unlimited QR codes. Think of what we can do with an unlimited platform at $20 a month to be able to utilize QR codes online, offline, driving offline people online to be able to consume the information that we essentially want them to be able to make an educated decision whenever they're looking at these QR codes. So we're going to move into a demo, I believe.
Yep.
We're going to bring our master trainer, ER. I'll pass it over to you to introduce the wonderful Miss Kathy Inman.
That's right. Master Trainer Kathy Inman is on here. Welcome, Kathy. We want to show everybody just how easy it is to create your first one QR. And Guy, as you mentioned, we want to make QR codes accessible to everybody around the world, so you can get your first one QR absolutely free. And Kathy, you're going to take us through that process for anybody watching this, ready to get started and creating their first one QR. Thank you, Kathy, so much for joining us today.
So oneqr.com, super simple. Here we go. Oneqr.com, click on get your free one QR. And now you are going to put in your destination link. So let's start over so you guys can see it as I do it. So where are you sending someone? Grab that link or type that link in. This could be your website. This could be your social media channel. It could be a form, whatever you want them to go to. Then you're going to hit continue. Choose a color. So whatever, doesn't have to be black and white anymore, like the guys said. If you have a certain hex code or branding code that you use for your company, you can type that in. Okay, we've got a real pretty color there. You hit continue again. So now you've got your destination, you've got your color. We can make it fancy. We love that, right? A little bit of bling. So you can put in triangles, stars, circles. So you'll see the little images change inside. Again, hit continue. Now you can see, of course, I've already been playing with this. So been lucky to be one of our testers. I'm going to go ahead and set up a new account as if I am brand new. And we're just going to put in our launch. Then your email, you can use Google. If you use Google to sign in, you can use Google. And we'll put in a password. So make up a password for yourself. Go ahead and agree. And then hit finish. Again, if you already have an account, you hit sign in. So I'm going to hit finish because I'm a new user. And here we go. It's as simple as that. I have a QR code. So how do I get to see it? I can click on the icon or I can click on the edit. So once I pop that up, I can see what I've created. I can see my link. I can see my download. But let's go in here real quick and let's go to the edit button and see what all you can do at this point. Okay. I can name my QR code. So maybe I want to let you guys know, or I want to let myself know, where is this QR code, right? So maybe this is going to my website. That's my destination link. I've already put that in when I first started the QR code process. If I need to edit it later, I can. Love that. If you've been one of our beta testers, you may already notice something new. So when you go to edit, you can add a little icon in the center of your QR code. It now gives you some choices of what you can do here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop in a little photo that I have saved. So you could use your logo, you could use your picture, you could put anything in the center that you want. Again, you can match the color. You don't have to match the color. These are totally up to you. And it's so simple because you just push the buttons, it appears over here, and then you hit save. So again, there's all my updates. I've created it. You are now techie. You've created a QR code. Let's see what it looks like. Again, once you have it done and you have it how you want it, you have a short link that you can copy and paste anywhere. You also have your PNG file that you can download to your computer, print it on flyers, send it to your printer. If you're printing it on something professionally, you're all ready to go. So you can see right here, this is your QR code. That's what it's exactly going to look like, powered by one QR, ready for you to use. So I don't know, maybe you guys have been testing this out, seeing what it looked like. You wanted to see where that QR code, look at that. 15 of you guys have scanned that already. We have real-time analytics. Let me go over here and show you guys what that looks like. So you can see right here, it's showing me by month, by week, by day. How many times is it getting clicked on? Again, there's my link URL. Everything is so easy to find, navigate to. Again, here's your download button. Let's see, real-time scans. Oh, make sure I got everything. And then, okay, and then if we're ready for more QR codes, just click on the ad and you can get a whole list of them and tell yourself where they go. You can see all their analytics, get all their short codes, everything in one space. Today, of course, I'm working on our desktop, and I know that the guys are going to tell you a little bit more about some other options.
Awesome, Kathy. Thank you so much for giving us a quick overview on setting up our first one QR, how to adjust and edit that QR code. And Guy, as you mentioned at the start, these are evergreen. So if at any point in the future I need to come back and adjust my code, it's as simple as getting in there and editing the code. So thank you so much, Kathy. For those of you on here who just saw that demo, very powerful in how simple it can be. That was the desktop builder. The One QR site is completely responsive, guys. So whether you're on your phone or your desktop web browser, oneqr.com can allow you to access that. And we even have a native mobile app for iOS and Android. And really, this brings us to what we are seeing in the market all over the place, and that's that the power of QR codes is not going away. In fact, it's empowering more and more businesses each and every day to connect with their audience. In fact, that's what the QR and QR code stands for, is it's a quick response for people around you to scan and access information. And we've made it quick, easy, and simple for you to create these codes within one QR.
Fully dynamic. That is so important. One of the earlier screens, you probably saw Evergreen, a very popular word that's happening out in marketing right now, to know that I can adjust this at any time. I don't have to have the old QR codes that are static, that I can never adjust. If I had a misprint, I've got to print something else. With a dynamic QR code, you can edit it at any time. You can also change the shape, the colors, those different types of things in the future. And if there's old ones printed, they're still going to go to the exact same place that you wanted them to go to. These are so powerful in our sales, our marketing, in our networking, information transformation, getting whatever you need someone to scan in real time. We mentioned having a native app. I can generate a QR code in under 30 seconds for point of sale, for whatever I would need at that moment to be able to have someone scan these QR codes. QR codes have been around for a while, Yar.
Yeah, they have.
And we as probably most of us joining today are within North America.
Yeah.
And we're behind the times in the adoption of QR codes. These are being used globally in ways that, if you could think about it, imagine it, most likely they're being utilized in that way.
Yeah.
Information transformation, sending my contact information to someone, my sales, my products, specific products, not just the whole catalog. I could send the whole catalog, but a specific product directly to someone. They really help us build awareness. They build brand recognition. So that customization of these is going to be huge.
Absolutely, Guy. I mean, you talk about one QRs and QR codes in general being everywhere. We're starting to see them more and more used everywhere. However, you just mentioned this static versus dynamic nature of things is actually putting some users of QR codes, especially some early adopters, in a sticky situation, because they're realizing that maybe if they're already using QR or have been using QR for a while, that some of those codes are not updatable. They're not evergreen. And if you need to adjust something, you're actually left to reprint everything. And to us, that seems like a major waste and an opportunity to go 100% fully dynamic. And that just means you're going to be able to update your codes infinitely into the future. So if content should change or information should change, it's as simple as logging into that interface that Kathy showed us and selecting the code that you want to modify and modifying that code, whether it's starting out with just one QR code and updating that destination over and over and over again, or actually building additional codes. And I think that's the next area that we see a lot of opportunity for businesses and marketers to leverage multiple QR codes from the trackability standpoint. And analytics and tracking, I think, is so important for businesses. Don't you think, Guy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have nothing really to say to that other than the fact that we're in the times of dynamic, right?
Yes.
And sorry, I was getting distracted with additional questions that are coming in.
We have a few coming in, don't we?
And we're not to the Q&A quite yet. But here you're going to be able to see some statistics throughout these slides, and to understand that some of these can be very prevalent, very advantageous for us when implementing something as simple as a QR code into our marketing, right? We are living in the times of technology advancements, and we're never going to get less technical than we are right now. And how QR codes can benefit us, even in our AI generation of content.
That's right.
We have to have a way to get people to consume that content.
Well, and I think it's part of finding better ways for our audience, our prospects, our potential customers to connect with the information, the message that we want to put in front of them. And Guy, as you said, some of these statistics have been popping up, and hopefully you've been reading through these, whether it's increasing your online visitors by upwards of 25% just by implementing QR codes. I think the big question I would pose to anybody seeing this is, if you are not implementing QR codes right now in your business and marketing efforts, why aren't you? Because we've made it so simple and so accessible that now you have no reason not to implement QR codes in providing a new channel, a frictionless way for people to engage with you. Increasing overall engagement. Long gone are those days where we're posting a big long URL out there when we're out in real life talking to people. Hey, just visit me at www. And then it's just infinite characters long, and we're expecting somebody to go through the friction of remembering that or writing that down or keying that in, when it could be as simple as opening up the camera on their mobile device. And Guy, I think that's what's so powerful about QR codes in general, and how we see one QR everywhere, is the world that we live in. We're all walking around with these smart smartphones, these smart devices, and these are as powerful as some of the first supercomputers. So why are we not empowering our audience to engage with us and extend that engagement not just offline but online, and really improve their experience with our brand, with our products, with what we have to offer and what we have to share?
It's a convenient element. The last slide we were showing was talking about convenience.
Yeah.
And we've really probably been immersed into it around 2020. I would say a lot of people say, oh, here's this really new platform or this really new technology with QR codes, which actually it's been around since about 1950 and has been very prevalent elsewhere. But knowing that they're very convenient, right? They moved into a lot of menus at restaurants.
Right.
That's a simple way for contactless interaction. So the convenience is something that's extremely important. You're seeing the interactive ability. We see in print media, which we'll talk about here later in this presentation, the importance of QR codes in print.
Yeah.
So many things are tangible that I can look at, I can hold, I can touch, I can feel. But I want to explore more, learn more, dig in more.
Yeah.
And QR codes make it so we can be interactive and we can scan and take offline elements online. And it doesn't matter what it is.
And now that we have a platform that makes creating, tracking, and managing our OneQRs so simple, we should be thinking about all of the ways and places and locations we can leverage QR codes. And Guy, we used to get this question all the time with content creation on our Shuffle solution about why do I need more than just one page? The same holds true of why do you need more than one QR code? And Guy, I think you hit the nail on the head at the start of this launch, and it's whatever gets measured gets managed. And if you are out there doing multiple promotions, have multiple different engagement points, it could be in your brick and mortar location, it could be in your online marketing efforts like a background that we have today. We want to have measurability between these things so that we can know where our scans are coming from and where our traffic is coming from and what we're pointing that traffic to. And I think an important aspect of knowing how many QR codes you might need and whether a pro or an unlimited is going to be best for you is to understand all the different places that you can start to use QR. Now, you mentioned print and print media. We call it, interactive media. It's extending that relationship from the text or the print. Maybe it's a periodical or an ad. And I know, Guy, we've held up things in the past, little things like mailers that you might be doing as a business and putting QR codes on that, or packaging or flyers or product items. You talked about having that engagement in more of a touchless environment. So situations where we might want to have a touchless interaction, and even times when maybe your operating hours are closed, but you have a QR code in your window and you want to have 24/7 engagement with your audience that might be walking by a storefront or scanning to leave you a review. There are so many different use cases that come to mind, Guy, on how people can be leveraging OneQR to share OneQR codes. A great example we've got right here, we've got our QR codes in our backgrounds, and if you scan these, you can connect directly with Guy and I. You see in the slide right now, it could be a service vehicle, and you have a wrap where you're putting a QR code, and it now becomes a billboard that can engage with potential customers as you're driving around and providing your service. So independent of what industry or business you're in, you can find ways to implement QR codes to simplify and empower the connection between you and your audience.
Pretty huge stat. 63% believe that they're going to be more prevalent in the future.
That's right.
This market is virtually untapped. how a lot of people are consuming them are on the consumption end. They're scanning them, but realizing that they can use them in their own marketing and in their own products and sales and whatever it is. To know that the QR code space, it is the Wild West. It is wide open.
That's right.
The business opportunity for QR codes is expected to be $35.5 billion by 2027. And it is at the early adopter stage right now. So you think we're excited about launching OneQR today? You better believe it. So we're going to get into Q&A. I know we're getting fed questions. That's why I got distracted earlier. And we'll go through some of those. Let me pull these up so we can start going through these. Zoe M is OneQR. So we'll sort of try not to cannibalize our other offerings here at LFI, because a lot of you are here to just learn about OneQR. But is OneQR sign in the same as a Shuffle account? To answer that, yes. If you're an existing Shuffle user, if you have a premium subscription to Shuffle, you are essentially grandfathered into getting access to OneQR.
That's right. Yep, a lot of all access pass on that, guy. So if you were one of our early adopters, you do have access, and you can use your Shuffle account to log into both Shuffle and OneQR. Moving forward, we're going to be separating some of these subscriptions out. So as of today, you can now directly log in if you just need QR codes directly into OneQR. So make sure you do create your OneQR account if you're watching this and new to LFI, and you'll log directly into that account at oneqr.com. Now, Guy, I've got another question here from Anna B. And it's, could this convert barcodes in inventory or sales management? And I think, Anna, that's a wonderful question. In fact, most people don't realize the history of QR codes in general, and they have been around for a while. As Guy said, we in the United States are almost laggards in a way in our adoption and implementation of OneQR and QR codes. And I think that opens up immense opportunity in the different applications that we can use. It's basically a 2D barcode in a way. Again, stands for quick response code, and it can definitely be used in product packaging. In fact, that was one of the initial intended first uses of QR codes when they were first invented. So a great use case, a great application. If you're somebody who has a product to sell, and you want to provide information on the packaging of your products, on how to use that product, consume that product, reorder that product, information about product ingredients or how the product was created or complementary products. There are so many different ideas that swirl around. What could I continue to further engage with my scanning person, the person scanning your code? What additional information do I want to make sure they have access to, whether that's on the product, in the print catalog, on the storefront, or anywhere you might be using your QR codes?
I think we're getting pinged that we're getting close to the time, because we told everyone we were going to take 30 minutes for this. One of the last ones, Darlene H asked, is it possible to add QR codes to the phone homepage? Well, yes, it is. From the native app, what you can do, there is a widget section within the OneQR application. And as you can see, ER has utilized that feature from the application and has simply made a widget for his QR. You can generate as many widgets for every QR code available. Yeah. There's a very simple sorting within the application as well. So they're very easy to find, select, and pull up in real time if you're ever looking for someone to scan your QR codes.
In fact, Guy, I know a perfect use case for this. If you're adding your OneQR widget to your phone and making it very simple to just swipe over, A great use case is networking. If you're out and about networking with other people and you're linking this to maybe your digital business card and shuffle or some other landing page that has contact information, or your social media that you want people to follow you through, whatever you typically share with people as that final destination you want them to go to connect with you, as a networking feature, the widgets and saving your QRs directly to your phone for easy access and showing for scanning when you're person to person is a huge use case. So I would definitely look at that as well when you're putting QR codes on your mobile device for easy access.
For additional comments and questions, we'll be talking about here in the next couple of slides, advanced trainings and learning more on our QR code offer. I also want to mention one thing that we probably gleaned over is each one of these QR codes is accompanied by a short link. So some of the questions that are coming in are talking about being online. Each one of these QR codes is accompanied with a short link that can be put in social media. That a lot of times when people are consuming social media, they're looking at it on their phone. So it's a little difficult for them to understand how to scan a QR code. It's all accompanied with a short link. So that short link works just like someone were to scan it. If they select that short link, it's going to take them exactly to the destination that you set that code to go to. And yes, notifications are something that are part of these applications as well. Kathy was showing in the demonstration on the analytics. Notifications are something, a lot of these things that we're talking about are available, but what we love about being a, I guess, smaller tech company is we can move fast, and there's a lot of features and functions that are also coming, and we look at releasing those on a very periodic, very fast pace from our development team to make sure that the advancement of this accompanies and basically provides every element that someone needs from a QR code platform and being able to provide those to you all. So ER, we're into prizes. I know.
Yeah, I wish we could answer all those questions. We'll talk about how to get more of your questions answered as we go along. Some of you may have noticed we've had QR codes showing throughout this event. Some of you, as we saw in Kathy's demonstration, were scanning those QR codes as well. We've sprinkled in some hidden gems. So the first prize I want to talk about is just some little treasures that we had in there. For those of you who scan that, make sure you look at the information. I'm holding up an LFI tap card, another way to use NFC to tap information to the people you might be interacting with. For those of you who saw some of those hidden treasures, you have received that information on how to move forward in getting those prizes. The next prize I want to go through before we get to our grand prize, let's talk about our best question. So Guy, if you want to go through, and I know we only answered a few, there's a few others in there, and look around. We can pick a best question winner. If you had the best question, we're going to give you 3 months of pro subscription. That's going to allow you to create up to 50 QR codes on one QR and manage, track all of those codes for the next 3 months. Pro plan is free if you'd like to take advantage of that. In addition to that pro plan for 3 months, we're going to give you a LFI bump. So this is, again, our NFC technology for sharing information. Some of you may have bumps on the bottom of your mobile device, making it very easy to have it scanned or tap that information direct to anybody you might be interacting with. If you did ask the best question, and Guy, I don't know if we've selected a best question, if you want to go through that real quick.
Best question, and sorry we didn't get to them all, but it was randomly picked on the back end, and Darlene H.
Okay.
You have the best question.
Well, and for those of you who didn't hear that, Darlene H, will be reaching out to you on the Q&A side. Please make sure to reach out to support@lfi.com to get your prize. We want to make sure you get your bump and your 3 months of pro access. And the question would be thinking about, let me see, the QR on your home phone screen. So again, a great use case. Put those QR codes on your home phone screen so it's very easy for you to pull it up and share it with somebody in real time. We're going to move on to our grand prize, guys. Grand prize here. If you're one of the attendees on this launch event, we want to give you, again, I'm going to pull up our LFI tap card. We have the capability to brand these tap cards. So if you want your logo, if you want your design loaded on your card, if you want to have your own thing on there, we can do that through our custom branded tap. Our grand prize, you're going to get a free custom branded tap card in addition to a year unlimited of one QR completely free. So you can create an unlimited number of QR codes. You'll be able to build, track, and manage those on the one QR platform. Absolutely free. Guy, did we randomly select a grand prize winner from our attendees here? And if so, feel free to let them know who they are.
It is Alan H.
Awesome. Alan H., you are the grand prize winner. So make sure, reach out to us at support@lfi.com. We'll make sure to get you all of that information. Alan H., you know who you are. Give us an email at support@lfi.com to claim your prize, and we'll get you that custom branded tap and years unlimited on the one QR platform. And if you attended today, we've got a special gift for each and every one of you. Make sure to take a look at your email inbox following this event, and we've got that gift coming to you via email. So if you registered for this event today, we will be sending you out a thank you gift for coming today and joining us for this launch event. Now, Guy, we've got some other things coming up as we roll out of this launch of one QR to continue to help and support people of the adoption of QR codes in their business and marketing efforts. And some of those are coming up relatively soon here. So I'm going to encourage you guys. We've got some of our one QRs up on the screen. If you haven't gotten yours today, feel free to scan that to get started in creating your first one QR for free. Consider your upgrades into Pro and Unlimited. We also have some live events coming up specifically around use cases of one QR. I know we have one Thursday, Guy, for one QR in print. So if you're doing any type of print marketing, any type of marketing efforts that there's actual print material that's going to be sitting in front of your audience, we're going to be talking about how to use one QR within print and your print marketing efforts to further engage with your audience. And then finally, we do some live support calls each and every week to support LFI customers in maximizing the use of the tools that they have at their disposal, any of our tools, including one QR. And we actually have one this afternoon. So again, if your question didn't get answered, if you have a lot more questions about QR codes and using one QR in your business, you're going to want to scan that one QR, and it's going to take you to information on our Tech Tuesday event that we have going on this afternoon in just a couple of hours.
That wraps it.
That does. So this concludes our launch event. I really want to thank each and every one of you who joined us today. I want to encourage each and every one of you to explore one QR on your own, understand how easy it is based on that tutorial we got from Kathy, and start creating your QR. Start using your one QR in action. So thank you again from us here at LFI on behalf of myself, E.R. Wolf, and Guy, my partner, co-founders here at LFI. We hope you'll join us on these future upcoming events, and we hope you'll have fun with one QR. Thank you, everybody. Take care and have a wonderful day.